The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. One day they say shall never cease to happen. This is amazing. Africa is the only continent that cannot take decisions to benefit Africans. We must continue to be under the colonial rule. Anytime we decide to move out of the system that is making these people not to have upper hand on us, we see them after us. UN has given an ultimatum to our all-in-all, the Savior, the Protector, the Unifier, the Messiah, the King of Kings, the Most Loved, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. On the 29th of January 2026, our all-in-all, Captain Ibrahim Traoré decided to ban all political parties in Burkina Faso, and we all know the reason he gave, and we have seen the reason to which this unity that we are calling for in Africa is not forthcoming because of these political parties that we all belong to. Instead of the political parties uniting us, they are always dividing us. Recently, what is happening in Ghana is an example to that. Now, UN is very angry because they believe that it is against human rights, as if we have all the right and we don't have the left. According to UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk has called on the government of Burkina Faso to immediately end the repression of civil speech and reverse its stated intention to prohibit all political parties, warning that such measures threaten fundamental freedom and democratic pluralism. Fundamental freedom? Did we hear freedom? When Africans are fighting for freedom and these people don't want to give to us. These are the same people who told us that we cannot have a veto power. Is that not also threatening freedom? The Africans do not have freedom to also express their views in UN Security Council, even though we have the largest seats. Is that not repression? Like, these people need to come out clearly. And we ask them, must we continue to practice the system that was given to us by oppressors? Don't we have the right to also decide to do what we think is right for us? The same people who are preaching democracy to the world, don't we see what they are doing? This 2026, these same nations are going after nations, recapturing nations. What about that? Are they not democratic leaders? Why is it that whenever Africa takes a decision for its interests, we see these people rising? These are the same people who told us that democracy is for the people by the people. And now the people have decided that this is the leader we want. This is how we want to go. And then, United Nations has a problem with that. This is not a move in the right direction for the human rights of the people in Burkina Faso, Turk said on Tuesday. Instead of banning political parties and jailing people for expressing their opinions, the authorities need to open up space for civil society, including humanitarian actors. Do we need to always involve other people into the affairs of Africa?
The UN is urging Burkina Faso to reverse its ban on political parties. Yes, a statement came out yesterday from the UN requesting the Burkinabe government to relook and retake its stance on political party. The UN want Burkina Faso to maintain democracy, for them to continue to operate and have political parties. And now people are asking the question, what exactly is the meaning of democracy? Is the government for the people, right? Yeah, by the people and for the people. Yes, if it is all this, then in a situation where people have unanimously accepted to join their leader to build their country, and they've come out outrightly saying that political parties have been dividing them, they now just want to have a system where everything about the country is centered about the interests of the people, building roads, electricity, pipe and water, health facilities, and all these basic amenities. This is what people want. And if all these things are provided to the people, there is no need for any other thing. And that is exactly what the Burkinabe people are saying. As we speak, right now, there is no single political party in Burkina Faso, everything that was being operated as political parties have been dissolved and all their assets have been transferred into the government sector. Means their infrastructure, machinery, buildings, everything that this political party own. Ibrahim Traore said these things will now be used to continue to develop the country. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the actions of the UN. The UN want Burkina Faso to go back into having political parties and try to make a comparison. When there were political parties and now that Ibrahim Traore is in charge, how is the development of the country? How is Burkina Faso advancing? Let me get your opinions on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. I remain your humble analyst, MC Ewa.
And who said who is jailing somebody? Who is jailing people for expressing their views? When we know what these people are doing, under your own watch, we are seeing how political parties are rooting Africa. What have you done about that? Spare us this hypocrisy. Africa has the right to decide who should lead, what we think is best for us. China is not practicing democracy. Russia is not a democratic state. So Africa also have the right to decide which path we think is best for us. If we have practiced democracy for decades and we don't see the importance or the benefits that we have gotten out of this system, we have every right to decide to move out of democracy. Political party activities have already been suspended since September 2022, raising alarm over the continuous shrinking of democratic space. Which democratic space in Africa? Spare us that. Text stress that Burkina Faso must respect its international obligation on freedom of association. Which association? Where these same people couldn't allow the people in Venezuela to belong. The people of Venezuela also have the right to be under the governance of Nicolas Maduro. And people who are advocating democracy disobeyed international law, went after and captured Nicolas Maduro. What did the UN do? Freedom of expression. When people are targeting other nations for expressing their own views, if truly you are advocating for freedom of expression, give Africans veto power, whereby our voices will be heard. We have the largest number or the largest seats in UN Security Council, but we are only matter when we raise the issue of Africans having their own veto power. There was somebody who rose up in the United States of America and told Africans that if we are given veto power, it will make the council dysfunctional. What about that? What did you do? Whenever anything is happening in Africa that do not benefit these people, they find means and ways to target. The third one, they said political participation. What is political participation? Are the people in Burkina Faso not participating? Are you not seeing all the things that the people in Burkina Faso are doing alongside their president, willingly coming out to support, people donating? How else do you want political participation? So we should have parties that are dividing us instead of uniting us. We have decided to live under one umbrella, which is there is nothing called party. We are all Burkina-based, like we are seeing in Russia, like we are seeing in China. This is what we are trying to practice. Before you came into Africa, this is how we're living. We never had what they call political parties. So if we have decided to go back to our roots of system of governance, then I think you have to allow us. After all, we are not Westerners, so we cannot continue to be imposing Western ideologies on ourselves. We have every right to decide what we think is best for us, and that must be respected. Just as Africa do not meddle in the affairs of other people, we expect other people to as well respect us, because we also have the right to decide what we think it is best for us, and not other people always trying to tell us what we need to be doing. As in Africa, we do not have a way to go. Besides, foreign ideologies, foreign system and policies are different from us, so we cannot continue. We cannot continue to be adapting things that are not African. We are Africans and we want to remain as such. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, West Africa, in Burkina Faso.